During COP27, the Kite Insights team brought together more than 300 speakers and curated over 75 thoughtful sessions, where we tapped into the heads, the hearts, and the hands of business and NGO leaders, scientists and academics, policymakers and community leaders, to discuss and debate what it takes to act on climate and to deliver concrete actions for and beyond COP27.
Philanthropy can play a role. We can help to put better policies in place that change the rules of the system. We can inspire and delight companies on what could be and show them a better way. We can strengthen the voice of workers and give them agency to stand up for what's right. And those are all the things that I think philanthropy can do. Those are the things at Loudest we've been trying to do.
If you empower a woman, you empower a community. We used to call it village. I'm using community so you guys can relate to it. You empower a community and you advance a nation.
I need you to know that across the African continent, women face a $42 billion finance gap that their male counterparts in business do not. Further, for women in agribusiness, we're looking at a $15.6 billion gap for these women and their innovative solutions that no one's ever heard of. Not okay.
Those of us who have the privilege do not, have to face consequence from the Egyptian regime because we have privileged passports or we come from strong democracies. We need to use a privilege. We need to speak up. We need to say their names. People, Allah and all the others who are in prison right now, they cannot raise their voices as they would like to. They have been silenced. We have not been silenced. And this is what we mean when we speak about, human rights and the climate crisis. Using the privilege means also reflecting on who has denied that very privilege that we have. We cannot share our passports, but we can share our voices.
Are CEOs onto this topic? As of today, the answer is not enough, and it is bolt on or an afterthought to the mitigation point. And understandably so in terms of where people's perspective was in terms of what's most important. But the realities of where we are today and the potential that may come tomorrow, this concept of adaptation at the same time as a risk mitigation technique is really important as you think about both the mitigation against continued emissions as well as the adaptation that ultimately companies have to take.
That to care about climate change and to want to accelerate the clean energy revolution, we only have to be one thing. And that one thing is not an environmentalist, although environmentalists care. It's not an activist, although activists care. It's not a scientist, although obviously scientists care. That one thing is a human being living on planet Earth. Because we depend on this planet for the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat. Everything we have comes from this planet. And we know that our choices are destroying the livability of this planet.
The climate crisis is a health crisis, and looking at it from the point of view where you can't say you have completely supported with climate adaptation when you don't look at the loss and damage that impacts people. Some of these losses are non-economic. Some of these losses impact their mental health, impact their livelihood. There's loss of culture, loss of identity, and that's where investments and forms of compensation to support people's resilience, help them cope, help them have reasons to wake up every day and think of a better future.
Crucial conversations about climate go beyond COP27. Let's continue the conversation together. Learn more about how Kite Insights helps organizations take thoughtful action on issues that matter at kiteinsights.com.